So tell us, okay, that first day, because I remember we were like, okay, it's Karoline Leavitt's first press briefing. How many of you people were watching out there? So, of course, as the older sister, I'm like going, I better start praying right now. And we're both Catholic, so I'm like praying to like Mary, the saints, everybody else, Jesus. I'm like, Jesus, come on, just cover. When you walked into that White House press briefing room, now you were there beforehand as one of the press assistants, but this is different. This is like one of the most important jobs of the administration. How did you feel?
Yeah.
And what was your focus? Like, how did you know, okay, I'm ready, I mean business?
Yes. Well, there is extensive preparation that goes into each briefing, and I'm so blessed to have an amazing team at the White House who helps me prepare. I brought 3 of our big guns yesterday. We had Stephen Miller and Mike Waltz and Kevin Hassett join me at the podium to celebrate 1 month. And I lean on the policy experts in the building and, you know, to figure out what is fake news versus what is truth. So a lot of preparation, a lot of reading, talking to the president to understand his thinking. And then when I got to the podium, I realized the president is delivering on everything he said he was going to do, which makes my job as his spokeswoman easy, because I'm not working for a politician who's lying and we have to spin. I'm working for a man who said things and he's delivering on those things every day.
Now, I remember, because I worked in the first administration, and the press secretary at the time, I was a strategic communications senior advisor for President Trump, and our press secretary at the time was now Governor Sarah Huckabee Sanders, who will be on stage with me tomorrow. But I remember those exchanges between Sarah and this guy, let me remember his name, wait a second, the CNN guy, Jim Acosta? Oh wait, he's not on CNN anymore. That's right. He was like, it was just so, I would say, you don't mind the aggressive questions, you take the aggressive questions, but it was just always to the point that it was like, how do you destroy Donald Trump? How do you destroy the individuals of staff? It was so, when they do say Trump derangement syndrome, and I do think that there's also Elon Musk derangement syndrome happening too with the media, because they don't know how to handle it. How do you view that differently from the first administration till now? Because it was a lot of dealing with Russian hoax at the beginning, special counsels. It was constant because the media was trying so hard to, and they never apologized, right? They didn't apologize about the Russian hoax. Yeah, that's right, they didn't. So this time around, it's a very different strategy that you all are taking forward. What is that strategy?
Well, first of all, since you brought up Jim Acosta, he's been saying some not so nice things about me online, and I've resisted responding, but since you brought him up, I'd like to say to Jim, at least I have a job, Jim, okay? Just saying. Now, moving on, as far as the strategy, we are on offense. We are on offense every single day, and the president leads from an offensive mindset. We are not going to apologize for cutting waste, fraud, and abuse from our government. We are not going to apologize for mass deporting illegal immigrant criminals who have broken our nation's laws and terrorized our communities. And we are not going to apologize for slashing regulations and undoing the disastrous policies of the previous administration. That's what the president said he was going to do, and that's what the majority of our fellow Americans want. The latest CBS poll, 70% of Americans say that President Trump is delivering on what he said he was going to do. So we're not going to apologize. We're going to keep moving ahead, and we try to bring that approach in our messaging every single day.
So I got to ask you, you know, you're working all the time. These jobs are, when I tell you so demanding, they are so demanding, and I do feel that it is like warp speed what you're dealing with, even more so than we saw in the first administration. How do you get the strength to just get through every single day?
My faith in God, absolutely. Waking up every day and just remembering I'm blessed, and we're all blessed to live in this country and to have a president who is looking out for us every day. Family support, and our team at the White House. We really have a great team. And you talked about how the media tried to cause so much division within the White House in the first term. They're trying to do it, but I think they're failing. They are not getting away with it because we truly have such great camaraderie. And the people I work with every day, they're friends and we're together. I mean, 18 hours a day. So you gotta like who you're around. But we truly are having fun and we're getting work done. And again, the president is leading with that positive, happy warrior attitude, and it transpires to the rest of the White House every day.
And you know, in the first administration, there were